What up, Frontline fam? It's Jay here from Jay's Reviews, and I'm back once again with another Krypton Season 1 episode review, and this one is for Krypton Season 1 Episode 7, Transformation. As per usual with my TV reviews, I will be recapping the events of the episode and going over how I felt about the episode throughout with the various plot points. So, if you haven't seen the episode yet, do yourself a favor, watch the episode first, then come back here and tell me your thoughts and feels in the comments down below. But let's just get right into it. Wow, this show just gets better and better with every episode. I am going to be completely honest here. And dude. So, we left off with Brainiac essentially fully revealing himself and taking over not only the taking over the Sagittara and basically the entire governmental structure of Krypton in one fell swoop. And he enlists Daron Vex's help in kind of securing that governmental structure. And so he's like, alright, so who participated in this coup? I'm going to get rid of them. They're a threat to me. Of course, Daron mentions Jayna, Jayna's daughter, Lyta, Seg, as well as his daughter, Nyssa Vex. And Daron is actually ordered by Brainiac to kill Nyssa. Now, this was a badass scene for Nyssa. It shows how well developed her character is, at least in my personal opinion. When she tricks him, she uses a hologram and tricks him, and she almost kills her dad. And she talks about, I loved you, and I honestly thought in in your own twisted, warped way, those years have molded me into your perfect political ally, your little weapon. I thought this was it. I thought that was your way of showing you cared. But you don't care about anyone but yourself. And now I'm going to use what you taught me to survive and to be better. And I'm like, she's very cutthroat. This is like Cersei Lannister if Cersei Lannister grew up hair before going completely batshit insane. So I really, gained some major respect for Nyssa here, and you can see some serious chemistry between her and Seg. And Seg is even, showing her how that there are people that care, and people do, care for her, and he's even teaching her to lighten up a little bit. We also get a little bit of her backstory, so we find out that she had a lover in the military guild that was a combat instructor, and she taught her how to fight. So Nyssa's bi. Cool. Interesting. So, anyway, now both Seg, Nyssa, and, of course, Jayna and Lyta are fugitives. Lyta finds Dev, who he kind of, asks her, were your feelings for me, what you said about me before you were going to die, in the execution chamber, was it true? Did you mean it? And then, she dances around the issue, and she's like, okay. She's like, okay, so I love you, and you were always there for me, but I was going to die. I didn't know what was going to happen, and I wanted you to know just how much it meant to me, so that's why I said those things. And that's when he's just like, I thank you for caring enough to lie. Because he knows that she is in love with Seg, and he is in probably a worse and more lonely and loveless prison than the Phantom Zone. That's right, folks. That dark and depressing place known as the Friend Zone. That is where Dev M is trapped, and unfortunately, that is where he will rest forever, because Dev M is revealed to also be controlled by Brainiac, and so, to save her mother, Lyta actually kills, Robo-Dev. R.I.P., but not really. So anyway, they go and meet up back with Seg, and they try and heal. They go and heal General Zod, and that's when General Zod reveals who he is to his grandmother, and she asks who your father is, and then this is the interesting part. So he says, I don't know, I never knew who he was. All I know is that he was a soldier and he died fighting in the Battle of Kandor. Now this leads to a theory that Ryan, Kersey, Frontline Jay, and I discussed on the Krypton pilot discussion episode of Media Madness. Since we know Zod doesn't know who his father is for sure, it is quite possible, because we saw Lyta and Seg having sex, so it is quite possible that General Zod is actually Lyta and Seg's son, and Nyssa turns out to be the mother of Jor-El. So Jor-El and Zod in this timeline are actually half-brothers. How messed up is that? That Superman's greatest enemy is his uncle. That would be nuts. So meanwhile, Adam Strange, he's kind of dealing with inadequacy, feeling down on himself, and he explains to, Computer Val-El that he, isn't really a hero. He wanted to do this so that he would be noticed, people would take him seriously, people would remember him, and, Val gives him this kind of speech like, you can do this, you don't need recognition. True heroes do this because they want to do this. It isn't about fame or fortune, it's about saving people. And that inspires Adam, but in the wrong way. It inspires Adam to decidedly be like, okay, so I'm going to save Superman, but that means I'm going to have to kill General Zod and stop Seg from preventing Kandor from being stolen. So there's that. Now, so that piece of opposition is still going forward, and Seg and the others try to expose Brainiac, because he's still under the disguise of the voice of Ra, by attacking him during a public ceremony, revealing that he is an alien. But he flips this by kind of manipulating the public into believing that he himself is not just the voice of Ra, but is Ra himself descended on high, here to give them eternal life. And it is just crazy. The people are going apeshit, and they are all for it, and they are praising him. So it looks like our heroes are backed into a serious corner here, and with Adam working against them, it's going to be really tough to see what goes on here. I don't honestly know who to root for, because on the one hand, I want Superman to be intact because, Superman's super important. But on the other hand, I do feel really bad about Kandor, and I do kind of want Seg and the others to succeed as well. So I'm very torn, which is such a good part of the show. Like, there isn't a clear good or bad guy in this, so that's pretty interesting. But overall, let me know. What do you guys think about the whole Seg's, not Seg, but Seg potentially being General Zod's father situation? Let me know. How do you think they're going to defeat Brainiac? What do you think Adam's going to do to stop Zod? And all that other stuff. Tell me in the comments down below. As always, don't forget to leave this video a like to let me know you enjoyed it. And don't forget to hit that notification, that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you get notified every time a new video is posted here on Comic Frontline, because we are your #1 source for news, reviews, and so much more. So, and if you like what I do here on Frontline, you'll definitely like what I do on my main channel, Mr. J's Reviews, where I review comics, movies, TV, video games, manga, anime, generally all things nerdy. All fandoms are welcome. So definitely, if you like what I do here on Frontline, you'll like what I do on my main channel. I will leave a link with my channel icon in the outro card as well. And I will also leave the overall Krypton Season 1 review playlist here on Frontline in case you missed any of my previous Krypton Season 1 reviews and want to check those out. But until next time, guys, this is Jay from Mysterious Reviews. And like I always say, once a comic geek, always a comic geek. And once a Superman fan, always a Superman fan. Until next time, I'll catch you later. Up, and away. Peace.